Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Christoph and today we're watching The Rings of Power. For reasons that are not certain, my wife is joining me.
Hi!
So maybe it won't be that bad of an ordeal, but I don't have high hopes for this. So we'll see. I don't know anything about the story, neither do you, I think.
No.
We watched no trailer and nothing. I have seen just a few snippets from popular culture and yeah. It's probably going to be really bad, and to make sure that you understand how bad it is, I'm going to try to throw in all the details about the lore that I can talk about from the top of my head, which I hope will be sufficient. So usually what I do in these videos is, if I say something wrong, I just cut it out and pretend I did it right. Something like that. We'll see how it turns out. To fortify me for my journey through this ordeal, I have a homebrewed beer with me. This is a raspberry wheat beer. That should be just what I need for something tough like this. And then we'll see how we go on. Maybe it will be fun. Who knows?
Who knows?
So let's start. I wonder if they're supposed to be the elves at the Waters of Awakening Quevienen. Which wouldn't make any sense. They, I think, arrived as adults, from what I always understood.
Perhaps they're elven kids?
Yeah, but then they would be in Valinor now. Let's see. They seem to be very un-elvish in their demeanor. But they look very elvish. So at least they got that right. Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, it's the swan ships.
That's really un-elvish, I'm just saying it. Let's see what race they are. She had leaf-shaped ears, didn't she?
Yeah, she
Okay,
has.
yeah.
But they have as well, don't they?
Yeah, probably. Oh god, this is supposed to be Finarfin?
It was a good ship, sister.
Sister. Finrod.
But sometimes the lights shine just as brightly reflected in the water as they do in the sky.
For a race based on science like the Noldor, they're really speaking strange stuff.
I won't always be here to speak them to you.
You won't?
Yeah, the first foreshadowing of Finrod that he will die happens when they arrive in Middle-earth, not that early. But it does happen. So that would be Tirion upon Tuna. And you can see the tree in the background, one of the two, I guess, the golden one.
Didn't notice.
Yeah. This was, I think, a promotional picture from Amazon. That would be the swan ships that they stole from Valinor after the kinslaying. This could be the fifth battle.
In ruin.
Ah, that would be Gondolin, I think. Galadriel was never on one of the battlefields. I'm just saying it. At least not in the First Age. But this is the Mount of the Slain on the Anfauglith.
For his orcs had spread to every corner of Middle-earth.
The visuals are really great. I mean, this looks really nice.
They called him
Gorthau.
Sauron.
Back in the day, he didn't... Because they didn't speak High Elvish, they wouldn't say Sauron, right? Most people would say Gorthau, which was the Grey Elvish name.
I wish I could be one of them.
So she's the main character, is she? That's
Yes,
quite
I
interesting.
think so.
It's colder than the rest.
That's probably Gollum, if I understood anything of how they're treating the lore.
Water.
I wonder who the guy is. Is it Celebrimbor? Is it Celeborn? The pronunciation of the names is spotless. Very impressed.
I'm kind of just waiting for a jump scare.
But this is not Harry Potter. Why would there be jump scares?
I don't know, it feels like it.
Do you think so? Istarda?
Snow trial?
I think I know the Elvish word for snow and it wasn't there. So much for experienced warriors that have fought for millennia, right?
Of course she's the best, right?
Well, they should all be really good.
Yeah, I know.
Now we should see Erebor from here. Maybe in the distance. Oh. or not.
Harfoot.
That guy is quite far away from atonement, judging by his skin.
What are they?
I think they're supposed to be men, because they don't speak like dwarves, but they speak strange, so that must be men then, right? And he must be a Haradrim from the south. 2,000 miles away from his home. Oh no! We are in the Second Age. You do not have hobbits in the Second Age. Dear Lord. Oh no. Oh my god. They're really introducing hobbits. 3,000 years too early.
Are they supposed to be hobbits though?
I think so. And they're multicultural. Also, they didn't write in dwarf runes, right? They wrote in the letters that we can read nowadays. Like Bilbo.
They'll be fine.
That rabbit looks very like a plush toy. You see that?
Yes, I do.
We have better plush toys than that. More realistic ones.
If we didn't do everything we weren't supposed to do, we'd hardly do anything at all.
Do you know what accent that is? It sounds like familiar and then not again, and like they're shifting between British accents.
Dead animal. Spring rain. Oh,
It's an elf, right?
Yeah. And he's correcting someone's essay.
At last.
Oh, this is supposed to be Lothlorien with the golden leaves. Oh, okay, Lindor. Yeah, okay, they just have trees that in autumn have yellow leaves. Okay. The Grey Havens.
Galadriel.
Elrond.
Ah, okay.
Donelje Kavalisanen.
She is his mother-in-law, right?
I want to hear about you. Your harrowing journey.
He's a bit forward, isn't he?
I demand to speak with the king directly.
She's older than High King Gil-galad, so she should be the most revered in that time. I really wonder what kind of politics they're putting in there, because it doesn't make much sense.
Warriors, kneel here before us. Victorious,
Caesar?
reign over the bones of a spoilt carcass.
He looks very Roman. Not very Elvish. The story, except for the prologue, has just nothing to do with the lore of Middle-earth.
In the blessed realm, the far west.
But Galadriel wasn't allowed by the gods. That doesn't work. That's just...
They are going home!
It was not the elves of Middle-earth who decided that stuff. Yeah, I would be upset too, like Galadriel. She probably read the Silmarillion. Last chapter. Firework is dwarvish. Please don't tell me that's the elves.
Your brother would be proud.
Did she only have one brother?
Will you lead more elves to die in far-off lands?
If all the orcs are defeated, what danger is there in the lands far off to die to?
Without it, what might it be?
What you have always been. My friend.
This is really strange for a son-in-law, mother-in-law relationship. I mean, I'm not sure when Elrond marries, so this might be in the future, but the age difference is millennia, right?
Is that a ranger?
No, that's supposed to be an elf, I think.
Oh no.
Looks very elvish. Oh yeah, I saw a poster of him, Black Elf. Very difficult to discuss. I have to pause it here because the problem with the skin color of elves is that in Middle-earth, elves mostly live under starlight. And that is why elves are always depicted in The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit as being very pale. But if you assume that there would be elves living in Valinor near the two trees, which are supposed to be so bright like the sun and the moon, you could imagine that some of those elves, like the Vanyar, would be also quite dark-skinned. But it doesn't make any sense to have these elves in Middle-earth, and that's really the problem there.
Okay.
Our true king will return.
Who's that true king?
I have no idea what they're talking about. I think this is just an allegory to racism, and let me just mention that Tolkien hated allegories. The tower looks really nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's very well done.
What an intricate design.
And be grateful that you need never see them again.
So even the elves are racist now, huh? Oh dear.
But I'll allow you to explain the details, Lord Celebrimbor.
The introduction is quite nice, but back in the day when the Rings of Power were started to be forged, it was really Sauron's endeavor, and the people in Lindon were counseling Celebrimbor to not do that. So they were against the project. The Southlands? That's not a proper denomination. But well. I mean, they're just supposed to be traveling to different land, right? There's not supposed to be any heaven.
Who is that?
I have no idea. They're probably going to say it's Sauron. Ah, okay, yeah.
Oh.
This is where it ends. It makes sense, it's a cliffhanger.
But
Yeah. Yeah, it's 6 minutes of credits.
that's
Credits.
crazy. Why would they do that?
Well, they spent $1 billion. And really the problem with the whole thing is, how could they not afford a proper writer for $1 billion? It must have been somewhere in the budget. To me, this whole thing feels like, if you compare it to the Hobbit movies, for example, which I really don't like either. The Hobbit movies were always split into two parts. You had pieces which were according to the lore, which were high quality, just storytelling, which were just really nicely, and then you had the other half of the movies which were really not nice, because you had unnecessary fillers, badly written stuff, and this episode felt like it was consisting only like to take all the bad stuff from The Hobbit and shove it into this. Because it just doesn't make sense, and it doesn't follow the strict points that you have, that you are given. I mean, everything, all the stories are laid down already. Why do you not follow them? I just don't understand.
Probably down to licensing, I think.
But they got all the licenses. They probably got all the licenses for the Second Age. And there's lots of stories there. There's several tales of Numenor, not just the downfall, but also the tale of the fourth or fifth king and his wife, Eldarion and Erendis. That's the name. So two really big stories. Then you have the rise of Sauron with the Rings of Power, which we haven't touched on yet, but everything surrounding that is just not as it should be, and that's just so frustrating. It's so unnecessary. That's the problem. You could do stories if you had nothing to go on. Then you invent stuff. But if you have so much that you could use, why invent stuff? I don't know. I don't understand it. Okay, we're back because we noticed that there's another video, a second one, and we didn't notice it yesterday. But yeah, there are 2 episodes every week, so we're watching the second one now. There's only 2 things I want to say. First of all, in the Lord of the Rings, they reference that Galadriel passes a test by not taking the ring from Frodo. So it's there that she has to pass a test to be allowed to go into the West. And they just spit on it by doing this really weird stuff. I wonder whether Galadriel is going to swim back 10,000 miles, or whether she's going to swim to Numenor, which is probably only 2,000 miles, and much easier for an elf to swim through. So annoying. The other thing was... oh damn it, what was it? The name of one of the hobbits, Elanor Brandyfoot. What were they smoking when they came up with that name? So first of all, seriously, Elanor is a name that Sam gives to his eldest daughter after having learned that the beautiful flowers that are flowering in Lothlorien are in Elvish called Elanor. We are now in a time where not only did hobbits not exist, but it's thousands of years before Sam learned the flower of Elanor. So why do they call that girl Eleanor and then have her be nicknamed Nori? I mean, what the hell? And then the last name, Brandyfoot. Brandy comes from the fact that the Elvish name for the river Baranduin was changed to Brandywine by the Hobbits because being English-speaking, like native English speakers, they are not very good with foreign languages. So they changed it to Brandywine, and then you have Brandy popping up in last names. This wouldn't happen 5,000 years earlier, I mean, in a completely different place. There's no Baranduin there. It's just so annoying. Yeah, so that's the rant to start it, and now we can start the movie. The episode. Let's see if we're gonna have an episode.
What the hell? Is that the intro?
I'm not sure, it might be. It's probably gonna form rings. Oh no, that's the White Tree of Gondor.
Oh. No. Could it be the tree of...
No. There's only one white tree in the lore. The other one is silver. Main title theme by Howard Shore? My god, why did he do that?
Why not? It's just
Why
consistent.
would he join that? Oh, okay. I don't hear anything Howard Shore-ish. I mean, they say based on the Lord of the Rings and the appendices by J.R. Tolkien. They don't say that it's about the last chapter of the Silmarillion, so that's maybe where all of the stuff is lacking, but they could have still... It just seems so random that they would choose the opposite of what is in the lore, instead of just creating something new. And what is she gonna do there? And why did the others vanish? Valinor was still on the planet Earth at that time.
Perhaps it's just like Avalon.
Yeah,
in the
maybe.
mists.
Yeah, it's just Avalon. Maybe they just misspelled the title and everything else is correct.
Oh.
If the meteorite is Sauron, I'm going to lose my shit. Seriously.
To be honest, that just looked like a normal boy, right?
He has a beard, yeah. Grey hair, greyish something. But a meteorite, I mean...
What the hell?
I just don't understand. I'm waiting for any confirmation to be annoyed.
I don't get it.
That explains everything. I need a drink.
Yeah, I need a sweet almond.
You're not telling her. Neither am I.
I noticed that the R they're saying is really Gaelic. They're either talking an Irish or Scottish accent.
I was thinking Irish as well.
Why would they?
This does not bode well.
Nothing bodes well.
Why are you doing this, Nori?
It doesn't help that Nori is one of the 13 dwarves in The Hobbit. Oh, the effect that Peter Jackson liked to use so much.
What?
Has different names, the Hitchcock effect of background going away, foreground going towards you, stretching. Eregion, yeah, that's in front of the gates of Moria. And there shouldn't be any lake like that. What the hell's going on?
Have you considered seeking partners outside the confines of our own race?
How far outside?
Some dwarves?
But Eregion was right in front of Moria, oh my god.
Wow.
It looks really nice.
landscape.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I wonder where they shot this.
I had no idea you admired them, sir.
I admire all who can see into the mystery of things, who can divine from the plainness of what is, the beauty of what could be.
Celebrimbor was really well portrayed. That's really well done.
You are master of your craft, my friend. Allow me a few days to work mine.
It would be so much better if it wasn't about Elrond, because he really wasn't part of any of this.
The dwarven test of endurance, fashioned by Aule himself.
They didn't call Aule Aule, they had a different name for him. There's Nea. Lovely. I didn't know the Hobbits were French. This would be much easier to understand if they would just say who he is. And Galadriel is swimming. 10,000 miles.
Freestyle.
It's probably just another Tuesday for us. So how many sharks are there in the Sundering Seas? Where did you put a dagger?
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Continuity.
The worm.
What kind of worm were they talking about? Is that like Greek saga mixture or something?
Okay.
I didn't know this is a crossover with Jurassic Park. At least there's no sharks.
This doesn't bode well, though.
Yeah.
But I've lived an entire life in that time. A life you missed.
That's really silly, I mean. Dwarves would know about the properties of elves and everything.
Family, please!
Takes us to the salt mines, the both of you! You fools and stalagmite spiders, go!
This family life stuff is just so far away from the epic tales.
I have a feeling that's not nice.
Might be orcs. But why would they just dig tunnels everywhere? That doesn't make any sense.
Perhaps they're not orcs, but goblins.
Oh, that's a big difference. There are no mountains, right? Goblins delve in the mountains. In some cases, it's always best to follow your nose, Peregrine Took.
Or your eyesight.
And now we meet Gollum. Right?
No.
Okay.
I don't like it.
I don't think there will be jump scare. Maybe from behind, but not from the front.
Yeah,
And from
from
behind.
behind.
I thought so. And... okay. Something's fine.
That doesn't look like an orc, does it?
It's a special kind of
With
orc.
those claws?
That really doesn't look like an orc. At least not a proper
I
one.
really don't like it.
Calm down. And jump scare in 3, 2,
okay.
1.
It's far too resilient, that thing.
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it has two swords sticking out from it.
Oh, Jesus.
You're taking this too seriously.
Oh my god. Oh, that guy again.
Yeah. The Hobbit part of the story is really thrilling, isn't it? And the other two I really don't care about either.
There's still 3 other storylines.
Wait, what? No, there's 3 in total. Oh, and Elrond as well. Yeah, I don't care about that either. But that is closest to the lore, so at least that.
You see, the next migration is in just a few days now, and everything's gone.
There's nothing in the lore about migrations of hobbits. It's just... at least not like they're saying it now.
We use fireflies.
They use fireflies? That's not even the color of fireflies. It's so arbitrary. It's just all arbitrary. Of course they have someone to open the box.
The Arkenstone.
I mean, where would they have either the Arkenstone or a Silmaril? It doesn't make any sense. Please don't tell me they have a Silmaril. Please. They didn't say anything. Where would the kid have any of that?
He found that under the floorboards, right?
Yeah, but... So my final verdict about this, it's all a waste of time. And there's really not much happening with any consequence so far. There's just not really any story developing, is there? There's 5 stories developing no step forward, in my opinion.
4 stories?
I don't know, 4 or 5. Some stories. There's just nothing of consequences happening. It all seems extremely arbitrary, and they are so often contradicting the law as if they were doing that on purpose. Which is sad. Any words from you?
Okay, so I have no idea on any of the Lord of the Rings stuff except for the movies. But this wasn't as cinematically well done as the first episode.
Well, they didn't show as much landscape.
Yeah, well, but it was much more action-laden.
Yeah, but arbitrary action is not
I
that.
I know.
Not that helpful.
There was a lot of tension going on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
For some of us.
Yeah, kind of.
Because I just didn't care at all. It was really, really sad. I used to be really sensitive to
But
scary
I have
stuff.
no idea where this is all going. So yeah, there's nothing on the Rings of Power yet. Nothing.
Exactly. Yeah, they're hinting at stuff, right? For nothing. I don't know. We'll see where this is going.
Yeah.
I have no idea how many episodes there are left, but it will be too many. So we'll see. That's it for today, and then see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.